Hello and welcome to... Ow! Oh! Ah! Ow! 6 of the best. A quick trip around some of Scunthorpe and surrounding areas, most outstanding features and places of interest. Enjoy. And welcome back to part 6. This is Pebbly Beach, South Ferriby, on the south side of the Humber estuary, and it's one of my favourite places to ramble. Cracking. South Ferriby is known for both ancient Celtic coins and Roman coins, with evidence of both Celtic gold status and Roman coins from the 4th century and later. Smelting evidence exists for activities like lead and processing, and South Ferriby was an important settlement with archaeological finds indicating a long history from the Iron Age right through to the post-medieval period, with coins being a major discovery from various eras. The walk can take you all the way to Barton upon Humber, and there's loads to see along the way, with a good chance of finding fossils. And closed off, now there are a couple of sizable chalk pits that, when I was a teen, was a great hangout for push bikes and motorbikes alike, with its carved out hills and valleys. And I believe the one near to the main entrance is used solely for a police firing range to practice for the inevitable forthcoming civil war. But all joking apart, this part of the Viking Way, there's not many better walks around on a warm, still summer's day. And because it covers such a vast area, you rarely have to be nice to a stranger. No, I find a simple nod of acknowledgement suffice, at best. Its views from the cliff top to the left are superb, where you can see what's left of Reed's Island, and beyond where the Humber meets the Ouse and the Trent, but more of that in a future episode. Seriously, if you've not been here, treat yourself, you will not be disappointed. Although, if it's been wet recently, stick to the footpath, as the beach can be a tad, let's say, sinky. Enjoy. And this is the Open Hearth pub in Scunthorpe. Opened in 1954. The Open Hearth was named after the steel making process used at the time in the town's steelworks. It was built by the Samuel Smith Brewery and was a hub for the local community, with its design and features reflecting the post-war boom in pub construction. The pub, known for its original interior features, was awarded Grade 2 listed status in 2018. However, it was closed in 2017 and is now, sadly, a derelict site. The building was designed to be a typical post-war community pub and features a large proportion of original fixtures and fittings, including fixed seating and bar counters. It was built at the time when many new pubs were being constructed in the UK. And in 1967, get this, a group called Band of Joy appeared at this pub, featuring in their lineup a singer called Robert Plant and a drummer called John Bonham. Boom! Get that out your head if you can. Both who went on to become legends with Led Zeppelin. Yeah! Now that's history for you. So the Open Hearth closed its doors in 2017. Will it ever open again? Who knows? Where Humphrey Smith is concerned, you never know. But again, another example of lost community. The Open Hearth. Okay, come on, let's go get some fresh air. This is Conesby Cliff. It's a historical area that was the site of an Iron Age and Roman settlement. Yeah. Just off Sawcliffe Hill, near the village of Dragonby, which was named in honour of the local legend. You know, the dragon. Remember him? It was also an important World War II radar station. Chain Home. Yeah, the site that provided early warning against enemy aircraft. And again, more of that in a future episode. Proper stuff, that is. So the Iron Age and Roman settlement. The site was home to a large flourishing settlement during the Iron Age and Roman periods, with evidence of round houses and rectangular buildings. For me, it's a great walk, and it's not too taxing on 57-year-old limbs. Yeah, and there's plenty to see, with leftover structures and buildings from the steelworks past. And since its industrial past has been left behind, it has a wonderful biodiverse landscape for plants, insects, animals and wildlife to interact in a true, left to its own devices, natural environment. You don't get that often, do you? There are some great views to be had also once you get past the abandoned vehicle spares, mattresses and general fly tipping. But when you get in amongst it all, seriously, it's well worth a couple of your hours. And unlike some of the other nature reserves around Scunny, it does have an air of abandonment and remoteness about it. So it's just a great space to just go be. Conesby Cliff. Now this used to be one of the most important buildings in Scunthorpe. You're looking at the Scunthorpe Telephone Exchange on Bell Lane, which began operating in August 1979, replacing the previous exchange, which was located in the post office next door. It is still in use to this day, and some people over the age of 85, let's say, still have a thing called a landline. Yeah. A device invented with a dual purpose. At one end, it has a hearing device where they can listen to the other 85-year-old who rang them to inform them that they've lost their dog, or their husband, or they've had a fall. Yeah, and at the other end of the landline held device is a talkie bit, so they could reply, "Who are you?" All of which was miraculously made possible by a wiggly wire that is only in its perfect coil on installation, and any time thus afterwards tangled forever. Proper revolutionary stuff in 1979. The Scunthorpe Ridgeway originated as an old path, and it was sometimes called the Einstein Way, originally reserved for steel workers to walk or cycle to work with views over the area. Stuff like that mattered then. It has evolved into a traffic-free path for walking and cycling, becoming part of the National Cycle Route 169. The current cycle route is 5 miles long, and for the kids, that's 8 kilometres. The bridges were built in 2011 and 2012 to carry the route over Bridges Road and West Common Lane, making it a crucial traffic-free link. From West Common Lane to Kingsway, you have a wonderful varied woodland to veer off and explore should you wish. And in this day and age, it's considered fairly safe. But that was not always the case, no. In the 70s and 80s, this section was a favoured spot for something that simply vanished. Yeah, it was a hideout for what was known as the Flashers. Ooh, whatever happened to the Flashers? If we're led to believe that the world is indeed getting warmer, surely you would think that there would be a distinct increase and these rare exposures of the flesh, but no, there's not one flasher been spotted since July the 24th, 1984. But in fairness, it was my birthday. Let's get back on track. The path itself is a key feature that connects green spaces and represents a long-term vision for the town's infrastructure. It has been significantly extended, funded by grants to make it more accessible for both walkers and cyclists, with lighting added for nighttime use. Yeah, why would you? Ongoing future plans. There are plans to further extend the route to Bottisford Beck and connect more residents with the network. Good idea. But to me, it will always be Ridge Walk, not Ridgeway, not Einstein Way, not, they tried calling it something else a few years ago. And it is a well-trodden path that I am very familiar with. And the new connections make it very pleasurable, predominantly off-road, so your ramblers, you know what I mean, you're not having to get around cars and the rest of it. It's brilliant in most weathers. It's good for walking, cycling or skateboarding. Although, if you are over the age of say 13, give your skateboard away and grow up. You're not American. That said, it is decent. So get your walkers on, get your treader out and get rambling. And finally, look at this beauty. This is the facade of what is now Cafe Indie. But when the shop opened on the 1st of November 1963, it was the largest cooperative pharmacy in the whole of Britain. Oh yeah, stocking high-end cosmetic brands and boasting slimming and hearing aid departments, as well as a camera centre equipped with a film library. Wow! This all occupied a split-level interior comprising a lower ground and upper floors with a mezzanine gallery. Gorgeous! The basic layout was retained after a serious fire in 1967, which fortunately appears to have left the mural undamaged. Lucky. The whole upper facade is covered by the pharmacy-themed abstract mosaic, which for years, looking at, I thought it was possibly to resemble the map layout of Scunny High Street, but no, it measures 52 feet by 14 feet, and for the kids, that's 16 metres by 4 metres. It was designed by the well-known shopfitters Harris and Sheldon and executed by mosaic specialist O'Toffolo and Son of Hull. Harris and Sheldon worked on numerous co-ops and, like most sizable shop-fitting firms, employed their own artists and architects. The Scunthorpe mural is one of only 4 surviving large-scale English co-op murals from the 1950s and 60s, along with those at Stevenage, Hull and Ipswich. And given the uncertain future of Hull's 3 Ships mural, the continued survival of Scunthorpe's pharmacy becomes even more significant. It's one of the last surviving pieces of Scunthorpe, certainly from my past and from the 60s, and it's as representative of the town as, say, Frodingham Footbridge or Central Park. I'm truly surprised that it's never been encased in glass or put behind perspex, nor do I ever recall it being cleaned. But it is a 52-foot by 14-foot thing of beauty. Love it. So that's episode 6 of 6 of the Best. Thank you for your time, and please, if you get the chance, subscribe, and we'll catch you in episode 7. Ta-da!